Today's chapter I have selected Shatkarma Kriya. The Shatkarma is Sanskrit word. Sat means six. Sat means six. And karma means actions or acts. There are six purificatory acts. Okay? Purificatory. So Shatkarma, all the tools, all the parts of Shatkarma, or each part of Shatkarma cleanses our bodies. Okay? And we use different tools, different things to cleanse our body. So Yama has five: non-violence, ahimsa, satya, truthfulness, asteya, non-stealing, brahmacharya, celibacy, and aparigraha, non-hoardingness. These are five yamas. And niyama is shauch, means cleanliness. So first niyama is clean. So keep your body clean. Not skin, not keep your skin clean only, but your internal organs. They are supposed to be more cleaned than our skins. Okay? And you can understand what are our internal organs. Our internal organs are very vital. Because of them, we are alive. And they should work very properly. And what damages the internal organs? What element? Stuff. Substance.
Fire?
Fire damages. Yeah, too much fire damages. That is right. This is what is called inflammation. Inflammation is a form of because of too much fire. Yeah. Okay. Toxin. Toxin damages. So in whatever part of our internal organ toxin is accumulated, that will start damaging, that will start inflamming. That is the main cause of inflammation damages. And what repairs? Nourishing elements, or what you call prana. Nutrients heal. Okay, yes. So toxins are very toxic naturally by its nature, and that is very damaging. And we must not allow the toxin to stay in any limb. And you are right that alcohol is also kind of toxin, right? And you also right, Alice, that food, toxic food, when we eat any toxic food, that enters into our body, and wherever that toxic food goes, actually that toxin is absorbed in our intestine, because food travels into our small intestines, and during that travel, the small intestine absorbs. And whatever we eat, either toxins or nutrients, all are absorbed. That is why we have to be very cautious in our foods and drinks. Okay, yes. So these six cleansing processes, acts, detoxify our internal organs, all the organs, be that heart, be that lungs, be that stomach, or pancreas, liver, kidneys, small intestine, large intestine, spleen, all these are internal organs. Even glands also, thyroid gland, stress also is a factor of damages of our limbs or the glands, which are part of endocrine system. And yogas, these six tools, six practices will detoxify your body. Okay? Now understand what are these six purificatory tools or parts of the Shatkarma. First is Neti. And Neti is Sanskrit word that means this nose. the nose nasal passage. When we cleanse this nasal passage through these practices, that is called Neti. And first Neti is water Neti, Jal Neti, called Jal Neti. So water cleanses. We use a water pot and we turn our head in this way and we hold the water pot and penetrate it's this hole into this, and water starts flowing through this down like this. Water comes down to this. So in that way, this is cleansed. Okay. So if you want to cleanse this part like this, and other side also. So both sides we cleanse. Please look into the book how water pot is holded and how water penetrates and that goes out through the nostril. I would like to share this screen. You can see on this screen. Okay. This is called Neti. Jal Neti. Jal means water and Neti means nasal cleansing. Okay. Now, second is Sutra Neti. Sutra means thread. You can see the picture. In Sutra Neti, you use a thread, and that thread is penetrated through this nostril, and one end comes out, and then we clean this. First one, then other one. Both nostrils. It's called Sutra Neti, nasal cleansing with thread. And when this is cleansed, then we feel very lighter in our head. So this is good for our head. Okay. And this is good for sinusitis. And there is Vayu Neti also. Vayu Neti, Vayu means air. When you press one nostril, and inhale through first one and exhale through the other one. Then again, this is Vayu through air.
This is pranayam, right?
Yeah. This is a kind of Anulom Vilom pranayam. Now, next is Dhauti. Dhauti means to wash. So this is cleansing of our intestines. Okay. So one Dhauti is called Varisar Dhauti, means washing the intestines through water. Vari means water. Okay. So you take lukewarm water and you add 2 teaspoons of salt per liter to the water, and then you drink that water as much as you could drink. You fill your stomach with the water, and when you feel that this is enough, then you stop drinking, and then you do 5 asanas in sequence. You can see in the book. First is Tadasana, second is Tiryak Tadasana, third is Kati Chakrasana, 4 is Tiryak Bhujangasana, 5th is Udarakarsanasana. So these are 5 asanas practiced one after another in sequence. It's clear? So after drinking plenty of water, enough water, you do these 5 asanas in sequence, and you can do every asana 10 times or 20 times, that is up to you, but at least 10 times. Like when you do Tadasana, then you stretch your body up and you stay there for 10 breathings. This you can do 3 times. And then Tiryak Tadasana, which is dynamic. Tiryak Tadasana is dynamic. You do 10 times, both sides. Kati Chakrasana, you do at least 10 times, left to right, and 10 times right to left. When I say left to right means inhale to left and exhale to right. Inhale to left, exhale to right. Then again 10 times right to left. Inhale to right and exhale to left. Opposite, both sides. Okay? So that is called Tiryak Kati Chakrasana. And Triyatarasana is bending, side bending. Triyatarasana is side bending, okay? So you can do 10 times. And Triyak Bhujangasana, you come into Cobra posture and you twist both sides 10 times. And Uddara sitting posture. This is also twisting, and you do this also 10 times both sides. And after doing this, you go to toilet and your bowel is cleansed. Your large intestine colon is cleansed. You go to toilet and you pass the stool. This is very powerful. And so there are two kinds of Sankh Prakshalana. One is long, other is short. Long means to practice long Sankh Prakshalana, you will have to resort yourself at any retreat. You'll have to stay there. Then there are certain precautions, there are certain criteria, like foods of different style, different kind of foods, specific food. Okay, first meal, second meal, and then place of practice, very open air, fresh air, garden, or any ashram, Climate should be, neither very hot nor cloudy, windy, or rainy. This should be avoided. Okay. Frequency, duration, precautions. So these are, and food restrictions. You'll have to follow the food restrictions also. Like synthetic food or pungent food, spicy, acidic, rich and non-vegetarian foods must be strictly avoided. No pickles, no sweet, chocolates, ice cream, or soft drinks. These are avoided, okay? And milk, buttermilk, yogurt, and all fruits, especially acidic fruits like lemons, grapefruit, oranges, or pineapples are restricted. Alcohol, cigarette, tea, coffee, betel nut, so these are intoxicant, or drug should also not be taken. And diet is very special, very light. That diet includes rice, wheat, bread, vegetables, low acidity content, nuts, lentils, soya beans, and other pulses, dal. These are used. Khichdi is, mix of dal and rice. It's called khichdi. So these are the special foods we take during long Sankh Prakshalana. But in short Prakshalana, you can practice that every day, or thrice a day, or 5 days a week. 3 days a week or 5 days a week, you can practice this. Or once a week, you can practice this at your home also. Now, we come to second, Vatsar Dhauti. Vatsar Dhauti is cleansing the intestines with air. So there is a mudra. You make the beak of our lips and we suck the air into our mouth, like suck the air into our belly and then relax completely. Fill the stomach with air, relax completely. Do not try to expel the air. It will come out through the large intestine in its own time. That comes through large intestine. You inhale through mouth and you hold the breath inside into your stomach and air passes through large intestine. Okay. This is called Vatsar Dhauti. And there is Vahnisar Dhauti or Agnisar Kriya. If you remember, I have told you that fire also cleanses. Fire. This is fire cleansing. So what you do, you stand in a posture, you can see in the book, you stand leaning forward and you place your hands on your knees, inhale, and after exhalations, you contract your abdomen towards your spine and you move your entire abdominal content, move in this way, up and down, up and down. This is done after exhalations. This you can practice when you are empty in stomach. Your stomach is empty, then you should practice this. And this should not be practiced by people who have high blood pressure, heart disease, acute duodenal or peptic ulcers, or overactive thyroid gland, or chronic diarrhea. They should not practice this. And also pregnant ladies, obviously. That is written in the book. They are the precautions, okay? And benefits, this removes the digestive disorders digestive problems like indigestion, hyperacidity, hypoacidity, flatulence, constipation, sluggishness of the liver and kidney. These are removed. And this stimulates the appetite, okay? This massages the abdomen and it stimulates the connected nerves of the abdomen. So this kriya, this Shatkarma Kriya is also very cleansing. That burns the toxins from your abdomen. So all the abdominal organs are massaged, toned, and detoxified with this kriya. Because by this kriya, you awaken the fire. Your fire, inner fire is awakened, and that burns. Fourth is Vaman Dhauti. Vaman means vomiting of water. So you drink water, plenty of water, and you take your two fingers inside the throat and you touch this. And when you stimulate this throat, you naturally vomit. Now, after vomiting, the impurities go out. This is called Kunjal Kriya. Vaman Dhauti or Kunjal Kriya. Then second method is Vyagra Kriya, tiger practice. So tiger practice is done when you eat the food and your foods are semi-digested or not digested, and you want to digest that food, then you can practice this Vyagra Kriya. But this is practiced with full or loaded stomach, not empty stomach. First is practice in this empty stomach, vomiting, and second is practice with full stomach. Okay. Third is Shatkarma Kriya, elephant action. So in this practice, water is expelled from the stomach by contracting the abdominal muscles. You contract the abdominal muscles and the water is expelled and you clean your stomach. Okay. These are traditional yogic practices for cleansing. Fifth is Vastra Dhauti. Vastra Dhauti is a piece of cloth, the fabric, that is 3 meters long and 5 to 6 centimeters wide. That is eaten, okay, that is swallowed inside, and then gently you bring that cloth outside through mouth only. And when that cloth goes inside, that takes lots of toxins from the stomach, that goes off. This is also a typical practice. This is called Vastra Dhauti. Vastra means cloth and Dhauti means to wash. Okay, the contraindications or the precautions are similar. Heart disease, high blood pressure, hypertension, stroke, this should not be practiced. And the benefits are also similar, cleansing of the stomach, and this is also good for mucus from the chest. Okay. This removes the excess kapha. And this balances pitta dosha. Pitta, kapha, vata, pitta, kapha. You learn this in Ayurveda. Okay. So that was Dhauti. Neti, Dhauti. Now Nauli. Nauli is abdominal massage. You can look into the book. There are four kinds of Nauli, means abdominal contraction. First is central abdominal contraction. Okay, central. Second is Vam Nauli, left isolation. Third is Dakshina, means right. And fourth is abdominal rotation or churning. You can look into the picture. First is Madhyam, means the abdominal muscles are brought into the center, okay, from both sides. You contract both sides and the abdominal muscle come into the center. You can try this, but these are should be practiced in the empty stomach. Okay, always remember. This is called Madhyam Nauli. Second is Vam Nauli. In Vam Nauli, you take your abdominal muscles to the left side, all the abdomen muscles, left side. And right is Dakshin Nauli is when you take all the abdominal muscles to the right side. You isolate them. And fourth, abdominal rotation or turning is when you turn your abdomen into the round circle, okay, rotate them. This is called Nauli. Nauli massages the abdominal and tones the abdominal organs. Okay. And this is good for abdominal muscles, nerves, intestines, reproductive organ, urinary and excretory organs. And by practice of this Kriya, you activate the inner fire, which stimulates the appetite. This is good for digestion system, assimilation, absorption, and excretion as well. This is good for adrenal gland, which is part of endocrine system. This practice is good for constipation, indigestion, nervous diarrhea, acidity, flatulence, depression, hormonal imbalances, sexual and oral urinary disorders, diabetes, lack of energy, and emotional disturbances. These are the benefits. And contraindications, the similar: heart problem, hypertension, high blood pressure, and additionally, hernia, gallstones, peptic ulcers. And obviously, pregnant ladies must avoid this practice in pregnancy. This is called Nauli. Fourth is Basti. Basti is enema. Enema is this yogic enema is also one of 6 purificatory process called Shatkarma. And through this practice, colon is cleansed and purified. Colon. Old stool is removed and gas is expelled. Okay. And in this practice, there is a tube which is connected with the water source, and that the end of the tube is penetrated into the anus in colon, and the flow of water, through the flow of water, very forceful flow of water, that is cleansed. This is called Basti, yogic enema. You can see in the picture. Okay. Fifth is Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is breathing exercise. So Kapalbhati is forceful exhalations. You inhale and forcefully exhale. You give the stroke. And Kapal means skull. Kapal means skull. And Bhati means to brighten, to cleanse. So there are 3 kinds of Kapalbhati. One is air cleansing Kapalbhati, Vatkarma Kapalbhati. Okay. This is similar to pranayama technique of Bhastrika, forceful exhalations. Second is Vyutkarma Kapalbhati, sinus cleansing. Vyutkarma is, like Neti, water Neti. So it involves sniffing water through the nostrils and letting that water go down or out through mouth. Sniffing through nostril and taking out through mouth. That is called Vyutkarma. And Sitkarma is you take the water through the mouth and expel through the nose. Take the water through mouth and expel through the nose. This is called Vyutkarma. But normally people understand Kapalbhati as first one, Bhatkarma Kapalbhati, that is air cleansing. So when you snip the water through nostril and you expel through mouth and you inhale through mouth and expel through nostril, this is good for our skull. Sixth is Trataka. Trataka is gazing. Trataka is staring, gazing, or fixing your eyes on one point without blinking of your eyes. And when you keep your eyes without blinking, the tears start flowing down. And with tears, along with tears, lots of toxins are melted and removed through that water, tears water. So this is good for our brain arteries, our brains, and our eyes nerves. Okay. This is Trataka. Clear? So these are the 6 practices which are traditional one, and this is called togetherly Shatkarma.